Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into my official college football week number 11 picks, part 2, where I pick some more college football games here for week number 11, and we begin with a team that's now ranked, Kentucky. Very surprising. I did not see it coming. I don't think they should be, but the committee did rank them, and guys, I think Kentucky is going to use that motivation to absolutely annihilate Vanderbilt. The line opened -17. I believe last I checked, it's actually up to 18 right now. Kentucky, great matchup. They're going to be motivated with Will Levis playing to be a first-round draft pick. You've got Chris Rodriguez, who's a good running back. They have a good enough defense, and Vanderbilt is simply a dead program at this point. I've got Kentucky winning, and winning big in the noon window. They're going to build off their win against Missouri last week. Now we've got Rutgers traveling on the road, taking on Michigan State. So guys, I think this is kind of an overreaction in terms of the overall spread. Michigan State -10. I know Rutgers isn't that good, but neither is Michigan State. And I realize Mel Tucker had a great year last year. They just shocked Illinois. But if you look at that game, the total yardage, it was kind of a fluky win for Michigan State. I think Rutgers can be competitive in this one. Lower scoring game. I'll be very interested to see the weather report on this game because I'm getting a vision of a very cloudy, overcast, maybe 43-degree day. It's a noon start time. I'm liking the under in this game. I know the over-under is very low. It's like 41, but I still might like the under, and I like Rutgers to cover. Kind of an overreaction line. Although there is the narrative that if Michigan State wins out, they make a bowl game, so they are going to go try hard in this game. But Rutgers actually has a decent defense. So you're talking about lower scoring. I'll take MSU, but I like Rutgers possibly to cover in this one. Next, we've got a 1 o'clock game. The rare 1 o'clock game. It's the NFL type game, right? Because they play all their games at 1. James Madison on the road at Old Dominion. I feel like I pick Old Dominion to upset somebody every week, and it never happens, but I'm doing it again. I have Old Dominion winning this game 30-27, in part because I love their logo, but also, guys, if you actually look at the analytical and the numbers, James Madison really should be like a 4 or a 5 point favorite, not an 8 point favorite. There's good value on Old Dominion plus the 8. James Madison had a crazy great start, to joining the FBS, and they were ranked, they were undefeated. All of that magic is gone. Now they're on the road. Old Dominion, possibly in an upset in a 1 o'clock game. It'll be interesting to watch that one. Next, we have UMass traveling to Arkansas State in a 3 o'clock game, not 3:30, 3 o'clock. Arkansas State sitting anywhere from 17 to 17.5 point favorites. And guys, I just think this is a situation where they did not make the line big enough. Arkansas State is better than their record. I know people are going to look and see they're a 2-win team. There's value on UMass plus 17. That's a lot to cover. But guys, UMass is the worst program at this point in FBS. They are a dead team. They're a dead program. This game, it might not be this high scoring. We might not get a 50-burger. But I could very easily see Arkansas State winning something like 42-10, 42-7. UMass has no offense at all. So Arkansas State will cover the 17-point spread. Next, we have Army taking on Troy. This game taking place at 3:30. And guys, there's phenomenal value on Army plus the 9. I've got this game at 18-17. How we arrive to this final score, your guess is as good as mine, honestly. Oh, I'll tell you exactly how we get there. How we get to Army winning this game 18-17. With 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Troy is up 17-10. Army, using their triple option, goes on a 14-minute drive, scores a touchdown at 17-16. They go for 2. They do the triple option. They do a little pitch, and they win the game 18-17. It's simple math. It is simple math. Army in a major upset. A lot of the models love Army plus the 9. We like Army, but we really like the under in this game. The under 45. That line keeps coming down too. Next, we have Temple after their offensive explosion taking on Houston. This is a prime spot for Houston at home in a 3 o'clock mid-afternoon game to absolutely throttle Temple. I'm not going to overreact to Temple's offense last week. It was 1 week. For 90% of the season, they've had a terrible offense. They're going to be bad on Saturday. Houston will cover the 20-point spread. They will win this game, possibly almost by 40 points in my opinion. Nathaniel Dell, that offense, it's humming, it's legit, it's a possible 50-burger for Houston, and it's an easy win there. Now we've got the massive cluster, the Big Ten West, one of the worst divisions in college football, Wisconsin and Iowa. This game, a pure toss-up. Wisconsin 1.5-point favorites, given a 51% chance to win according to ESPN FPI. And guys, trust Wisconsin football on the road. And I also do have the over hitting in this game. The over-under is 36, I believe. I've got the over, and I like Wisconsin just a little bit more than Iowa, although we have seen an offensive resurgence from Iowa, at least a little bit. Jim Leonard has that defense playing well. We saw them completely shut down Maryland, where Maryland only scored 10 points. Their quarterback, Tagovailoa, could not do anything. I will take Wisconsin. I trust their defense. I trust their run game on the road at Iowa City and win that game. We've got another 3:30 game, Miami at Georgia Tech. Right now, Georgia Tech 1.5-point favorites. Miami simply doesn't want to be here. Miami is what I like to call, Miami is an NIL dumpster fire, just like Texas A&M. They're an NIL dumpster fire. They're going to lose this game to an upstart Georgia Tech team, but I will say the overall value, the models say, is on Miami. There's a lot of models that think Miami's going to win this game by a touchdown. Of course, models don't understand context. They don't realize, we understand that Miami got annihilated last week in front of a sold-out crowd against FSU. That's why people don't like Miami. It's going to be a lower scoring game though, folks, especially the games on the road for Miami. It should be lower scoring. This is a great matchup. It's Appalachian State traveling to Marshall. And guys, this is one of those games where you just have to analyze each team because it's virtually a pick'em. It opened as a pick'em. Appalachian State is trending because money is going in on them. And guys, I agree. I think straight up Appalachian State, based off of their history, they've been a winning program. I like them to win this game. I know Marshall has a really, really good defense. They're coming off a shutout win, but give me App State. We've seen what they do year in and year out. They keep winning. It's great. They're going to win this game. They're going to cover the 1.5-point spread. A sweet little 3:30 matchup right there. We've got North Texas traveling to UAB. We love the over. We love the over 57.5. I've got it at 42-31. We're auto betting the North Texas overs, and also UAB can score. UAB just lost a disappointing game in overtime, I think 44-38. So these are higher scoring games. You're talking about 57.5, 58. Very manageable for these two teams. Next, we have Wyoming traveling to Colorado State. We're expecting 7-degree weather with a wind chill of -20. There's going to be frostbite. You're going to get massive snow for this game, according to the forecast. We like a lower scoring game, and we know Wyoming plays great defense in the Mountain West. Colorado State is a dead program. Wyoming wins this game. It's going to be lower scoring. I think the over-under is 42. I'll take the under, and we like Wyoming to win that. How about Southern Miss traveling to Coastal Carolina? Interesting little factoid about this spread. Last night, it was Coastal Carolina -8. I checked it today. It's down to 5.5. So I don't know if I don't know if Grayson McCall's not playing or what's going on there, but that is a big change for a 12-hour period. I like Southern Miss in a massive program-changing upset. Let's be honest, guys. Coastal Carolina's not as good as their record. They're due for another loss. They should not be 8-1. They're not as good as that. So, guys, we like Southern Miss in this game to win by 2 touchdowns as 5.5-point underdogs. Excuse me. Ugh. Next, we have San Jose State traveling to San Diego State. I have no clue what the general public is doing in this one. They're betting it up. We saw this game open at 39. The over-under in this game is at 41.5. Guys, it's not a science experiment. We've got two good defenses and two bad offenses. That creates the environment, and that creates this type of a score. It's a 10:30 game. People are going to be tired. It's the vibe, guys. It's all about the vibe. It's a lower scoring game, 19-16, and we like San Jose State. They're such a solid football team. They've got a no-fly zone on defense. We'll take San Jose State in that one. And then a little bonus here. How about Texas A&M, the NIL dumpster fire on the road at Auburn? And I love Auburn, the energy they've got going with their interim head coach, Cadillac Williams. I think they easily cover the 2-point spread, and we love the Texas A&M overs. It's been a trend. It's been hitting. We like the over in this game. We like Auburn to cover with Cadillac Williams and that whole situation. They're at home, and they're facing an NIL dumpster fire, folks. So, guys, those are my extra part 2 college football week 11 picks and predictions. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.